Hello and welcome to Module 3 of the SBH Teaching Kitchen's online cooking series. Module 3 is all about lunch, so in today's lesson I'm going to show you how to make our Mediterranean chicken wrap. Wraps can be a really great option for lunch because they're a little more portable than sandwiches are. We don't really have to worry about them getting soggy as much. So today I'm going to be using a whole grain wrap. I highly recommend using something that's whole wheat or whole grain, so you're going to get a little extra fiber in there. Before you go to assemble your wrap, you also want to make sure you microwave it for about 15 seconds first. When it's warm, it's much easier to fold the wrap. It's less likely to rip on you. In addition to our wrap, we just have a couple very simple ingredients, and the beauty of this recipe is pretty much everything can be prepared ahead of time, so you can just keep all of the ingredients in your refrigerator and then very quickly be able to assemble your wrap. So that's what I've done today. All of my ingredients I already had ready to go, so all I have to do is assemble it. You could always do this the night before you want to eat it, say you want to bring this to work or school, or you could even make a couple of these all at one time and just eat them throughout the week. We are going to start with 3 tablespoons of hummus. Now you can use store-bought hummus or homemade hummus. If you want to try making it yourself, we do have a recipe for hummus and also a video to go along with it. This just makes a nice base for our wrap. And then on top of my hummus, I'm going to put about 4 ounces of chicken. This is already cooked, it's just simple shredded chicken. If you need a recipe for cooking chicken, we do have a recipe called How to Cook Chicken for Salads and Sandwiches, but it also works very well for a wrap. And then for our veggies, we're going to do some cucumber. So I've just diced up a little bit of cucumber here. And then I have some tomato. Again, I just diced this up. We're just using a couple tablespoons of each. Then I'm going to add some crumbled cheese. So feta cheese is really traditional, but you could also use a queso fresco, Parmesan, cheddar, really whatever kind of cheese you like. And then we're going to add about a tablespoon of olives. Kalamata olives are pretty traditional. I'm just using sliced black olives. You can use really any kind of olive that you like. These are a great addition because they're salty, they're briny, they're going to help to season all of those veggies that we have on there. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of lettuce on top. And I'm going to top all of this with a tablespoon of Italian dressing. So we do also have a recipe to make Italian dressing. It's in our copycat salad dressing video, or you could use store-bought. We don't need a lot, we're just using a tablespoon here. Again, it's just going to help to season our veggies and our chicken. You want to make sure you give that a good stir. And we just need about a tablespoon here. Alright, and I may have overfilled this just a little bit. That's okay. So to assemble our wrap, we're just going to fold in the sides first. And you want to make sure that you assemble everything closer to you. You don't want it to be directly in the center of the wrap. So you're going to fold in the sides, and then once your sides are folded in, you can fold up the bottom, tuck everything inside. Make sure your corners are folded in. And we have our wrap. And I only lost a couple tomatoes and an olive in the process. So that's it. We have our wrap. I suggest that if you are packing these ahead of time to not cut them yet. They just hold together a little bit better if you can leave them whole. But if you're going to eat this right away, you are welcome to cut that in half. I find that these are easier to eat after they've been cut in half. And once you do that, we have our very messy but delicious wrap. So we have our olives, our tomato, our cucumber, lots of great crunchy vegetables in there, and then a lot of great flavor from our chicken, from our hummus, and from our Italian dressing. seasoning everything. So this is going to be very filling from the protein that we're getting from our chicken and from our hummus, but we're also getting some great fiber, again, from the hummus, from those veggies, and from that whole grain wrap that we use. So this is going to be a filling, healthy, delicious meal that you can make ahead of time. Thank you for joining us for Module 3 of the SBH Teaching Kitchen's online cooking series. This has been the recipe for our Mediterranean chicken wrap, and we'll see you again for the next one.